Howdy, welcome back to the shop. I think I'm going to do a little overview of my shop and a shop tour. So there's the helper boy. He's sawing, he's busy. And you can see the walk-through door there at the end of the workbench. Over here underneath of this cover is my lathe milling machine combo unit. These covers that I cover my various stuff up with are tablecloths and bed sheets from the thrift store. Make wonderful drop cloths. Okay, over there you can see my welding cart. I'll probably drag it out and do a separate video. I do have a video series on it. Behind my welding cart is my sheet metal rack. It's up underneath of this shelf here that is full of collectibles, rare and precious. So there's my welding cart. Behind the welding cart over here, this is a dolly that I've built for when I have to store a generator. Sometimes my just-in-time shipping doesn't work very good and I just got to order a generator and warehouse it for a while. So I got this little cart knocked together that I can set a generator on and roll it back out of the way. Behind that, you can just barely make out a chop saw and a bandsaw sitting back there in that corner. And that is sitting on a cart that has my sheet metal brake attached to it. And you can see my drill press. And there's the one of the garage doors to the shop. It is a swinging door, a double swinging door, about 8 foot wide total. I kind of goofed up when I built that. I should have made it to swing out, but I didn't for some reason that now escapes me. There was a logical reason, but those doors do swing in and they do eat up a little bit of floor space. So you have to bring an automobile into the shop, shut the doors, and then back the automobile up to have room to walk around it all the way around. So I've moved the camera. There's the back doors to the shop. This is my table saw table, general purpose table really. It's got a router built into it, or router base built into it. There's the table saw mechanism. Next to the table saw table, there's an outfeed table. I think I'm going to rework that. When I built it, I built that table to where when it's folded down, is about 2 inches lower than this table. But when I'm cutting sheet metal with my electric shear, the sheet metal tends to warp and buckle and it doesn't cut right. Next to it, you can see my parts washer. I think I did a separate video on it. You can find it in my video stuff. I did a separate video, a very bad video on my table saw table. One of my very first videos that I made. Okay, so I've moved the camera again. There's the parts washer. This is my dust collector. It's homemade. Up here in the top is a furnace blower, 3/4 horse, I can't remember, probably 5-ton drive furnace blower. This is a cyclone separator. That's I think a 18-inch piece of round pipe, ductwork pipe, and inside of it is I think an 8-inch. And then this ductwork here is 4x10 ductwork. Comes in there, goes in a circle, and then this square base down here is where the sawdust ends up at. Right here I've got a pickup to where I can sweep sawdust up into it. I've got some kind of really cobbled together adapters made, and I use a 4-inch dryer flex hose to come up to my table saw if I'm doing a lot of table saw work, just to pick up the big chunks from the table saw. Otherwise I just let them fall on the floor. And then this goes over here. That way is the radial arm saw. Behind the where I have my belt sander stationed, I have some cobbled together little ducting that comes up behind the table of the belt sander to pick up the dust from the belt sander and suck it in there. And of course, you know, over here there's shelves and there's more shelves here. I've got, you know, storage space is always a problem, but honestly, the more storage you have, the more crap you have. I'm sorry, the more collectibles, rare and precious, that you have. So I do have a lot of things that I could honestly get rid of. There is my main workbench. This is the only thing in this shop that does not move. I guess I can move it, but it weighs, I don't know how much it weighs, probably at least a half a ton, probably over a ton when all the drawers and all the stuff is in it. It's got a lot of stuff in there. But that sits there, that doesn't move, never will move it. So there's the bench, we're back, I've moved the camera again, we're back, there's the front door to the shop. There is my milling machine lathe combo unit, and there's some more shelves. Those are just suspended about 2 foot down from the rafters on a plumber's strap. Makes for a really stable and sturdy shelf. It looks like it's bowing down right there, but that's some kind of weird camera illusion. I don't know why it looks like it's bowing down, because it's really not. Weird. So anyway, and now we're back, there's my welding cart, and there's another shelf of chemicals and stuff back there. So there's my grand tour and kind of the overview of my shop. I am making a bunch of other videos of individual things in the shop, so kind of keep an eye out for that. Again, y'all drive safe, watch for deer.